this dog. Asher, can you get Gonzo? I'm going to try and find Obi again. Sorry guys, the lad turned up with a straw. And my phone objected. And now I've got to go find the dog. Obi! Sorry for the shouting. Oh, it's a pain in the backside. Anyway, it's the straw being delivered. Obi! He's probably... Obi, come on! Come here! Come on! Come on, Obi! Come here, you little... Come on! Come on, Obi! Come on, Obi! Yeah! Good boy! Come on in! Good lad! Now, come on. Oh, nightmare. Sorry, guys. Had to go back and get Obi. Yeah, the lad arrived with a straw and YouTube basically had a breakdown. Goose, 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 goose. Don't you dare! No! Cheeky things. Behave. Obi, come on. Anyway. Right, back to cooking. Baking. Where's the way? Come on, Obi. In. He was back with the tractor. Go. Obi, this door.
Obi, come on.
Anyway, right, back to the baking. Oh, dear. Sorry about that. Hey, socks. Yeah, so literally he turned up and my phone and YouTube between them went, no! And just stopped. So, let's see if we can get you back up here. See if we can get it to a sensible. Oh. There we go. Stop it. Right. Oh, you can't really see me now, you see? Sorry, everybody. I am not set up for this. I am not set up for anything. No, I'm gonna do it that way. That's better. Then put it right down there. And this can go a little bit wider. Yeah, come on, a little bit wider. Oh, you annoying thing. There we go. That's it. And then we're stable. I was kind of hoping you'd be able to see me and what I'm cooking. You can't really do that in this kitchen. It's a bit of an odd shape for that. There! Now you can see. Anyway, right, what I was saying. Goose egg. Because I got one left. What does this say? I've never made brownies before using cake mix, but whatever, we'll give it a go. 3 eggs. It's probably equivalent. About 3 eggs, don't you think? Eggs, oil, water, cake mix. Oh, I get to use my new whiskey thingy. Whisk. So the oven is on and it will start rattling in a minute. When it does, it'll be up to temperature. Then I should just turn it off until I'm finished on here. You still can't even see me. Oh, I tell you, this kitchen is just completely not set up for anything really. Hi! I could show you. That could work. I might give myself a little island so I can sort of cook there in the little mix thing there in the doorway. But yeah, sorry, the straw guy turned up. My phone had a fit and I had to show the straw guy where to put it all. all the straw, and I thought he'd be able to stack it 2 or 3 high, and it turns out he can't actually stack it at all with his tractor. So I've got to see what Danny brings when Danny turns back up to empty the barns, and hopefully he's brought something he can stack the straw for me, because even though it's only 17 bales he's bought in the end, 17 bales which are about 4 foot across takes up a lot of space in your barn when they're all just on the floor next to each other. So I'm going to see if this works. Right, so it should be 6 eggs because I've got 2. Goose egg. Do you mean a teleporter or a telehandler? Fucking hell. Sorry, I did not just swear. I promise. Oh. As I was saying, oh my, this is thick. Finally, there we go. Yes, I don't know why, but my goose decided it must be spring and started laying eggs again about 2 weeks ago. I think she has now stopped. Wow. A teleporter would be really, really useful, because then I could go and visit people all around the world. Are you actually going to break at any point, little eggshell? Oh, I tell you what, I feed them well. I could have smashed it, dropped this on the floor and it wouldn't have broken. Seriously, I'm hitting it with a knife and that's as far as I've got. Oh, I can take the top off. Oh my God. Clearly feed her very well because her shells are phenomenal. That's fantastic. Right. Open the egg. Open the egg. Oh. Okay, she is clearly getting everything that she needs to make the shells nice and thick. That is what that looks like. This is massive. That is a huge egg. Anyway, yes, she started laying again about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know why. But we've had about 10 eggs off her in that time. Off the goose, and this is the last one. Some people have had them. And we've eaten some other people have had some. Oh, she goes for me though when I start trying to get eggs, getting the egg. Collect every day, but she hasn't sat on them. And that's the thing about geese. Right, now a little trick I learned when you're mixing 2 lots of an ingredient is if it says something like 6 eggs, don't put more than 5. So if it's 3 eggs per pack, you don't need 6 eggs when you mix 2 packs together. Wow, that shell is really hard. 8 tablespoons of, that's a lot of vegetable oil. You can tell I am like usual prepared for all of this. There we go. Right. It says 8 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So you would put 16, you'd think, because there are 2 packs in there. But I'm not going to put 16. I'm only actually going to put 12. Wow, this reckons it serves 12 people. That's just ridiculous. You ever seen a cake that's made in a packet do that? So 120 mil. So what I'm going to do is 200 mil. I know you Americans don't do mil, and to be honest, that's silly. Oh no! 200 mil of oil, Cheryl, not water. See, and this is why cooking with me is so much fun. Hey man, this is a lot of oil. I haven't actually even put 200 ml in, I put about 180. Yeah. That's a lot of oil. It's not even as much as it's supposed to be. Okay, water. Those of you just joined, I'm insane. I'm trying to make brownies out of cake mix. So I need 400 ml of water. I need a bigger pot. I think that's my biggest mixing bowl. Whoops. This is my biggest mixing bowl. And I'm rapidly running out of space in the bowl. So, now I've got to mix it all together. I'm going to start it with a fork. Just because I want to get some of this liquid in and out the way. Cake mix, oil, egg, water. Right, that's better. It's got the water down to the bottom now, so it's not just all gonna give in and go over the top. Now I could make brownies from scratch, but I didn't have all the ingredients, and they didn't have all the ingredients in the shop. So ended up making them, tried to make them out of the cake mix. I don't know how this is going to go, but we shall see. I need my mixy thingy. Right, that's half my mixy thingy. There's the other half of my mixing thingy. I only have one of them. I used to have a big blender, mixing blender thingy, absolutely fantastic. But I needed to break up a load of horse feed one year. We'd spent a fortune buying this really expensive horse feed and probably about half a ton of it. And then the horse got twisted gut, which then means that horses don't actually, sorry. Oh look, sorry, I missed your messages. I didn't have it set properly. Same as 2 chicken eggs. I would actually say that a goose egg is more like 3 or 4 eggs, not 1, not 2. Oh. So yeah, I did have a really good big massive mixer, and horses' stomachs are not actually designed to digest grains, so they don't digest them fully very well. And this horse had twisted gut, so her stomach was basically compromised, the digestive system. And so what we then had to do was blend all of her food, and we bought loads of it. We had to blend the whole lot of it so that it was all crushed, so it was easier for her to digest. And that is why I don't generally feed horses grains. Mixy, mixy. This is very thick. Yeah, we're getting there. Oh, it's nice and thick and lovely. At this point is when this stuff tastes amazing. They tell us we shouldn't really eat raw eggs, but still alive. Yay, it's getting there. Changing colour. nice and gooey. So, ladies, when Daddy comes back, I'll see if I can get him on video. Because I'm surprised he's not married. I've checked. I'm told he's into the ladies in a big way. So I will try and get Danny on video. He needs to be married. He needs a good farm wife to look after him. Jen, if you're watching, don't you dare tell him I said that. Fantastic. Look at that. Oh, nice and gloopy. Right, mix it all. Pour into cake mix. No, don't you dare. Oh, that's it. I've now just got to pour it in and Oh, that tastes good. Let's get this off. Look at this. So, my experimental baking. I have no idea how long this is going to take. I don't know if it's going to work. But what I do now have to do is put in my added extras. There's one thing that makes my brownies extra special. I don't normally make them like this. I think it'll probably work. I put a bit less liquid in, so it should be a bit more of a brownie than a cake. But it's an experiment. So now I need to mix in my Galaxy chocolate chunks. Already proper chunks of chocolate. I don't bother with silly little chocolate chips. I don't bother with that. I buy a bar of chocolate and I mix put it into chunks myself. Where am I going to put this? I'll put that there. That's better. Stay, because I need that in a minute. So the next stage is chop the chunks. Now, this is what I have. 200-gram bar. I'm going to show you. Oh, don't need to see that. It's not alcohol. I can't cook. I can't be drinking wine when I'm cooking. Seriously, it just ends up so messed up. It's unbelievable. So, what I do, I normally put one in, but I put 2 packs, 100 grams. Because I've done 2 packs, I'll put in 200 grams of Galaxy. You get yourself a sharp knife, and just cut it. Cut the pieces in half. So that's a normal size piece. And I literally cut it in half. So that's the size of your pieces of chocolate. And then you put them in there. I hope this is going to work with this mix, because I'm going to be very upset now if it doesn't work. It'll either be amazing or a catastrophic failure. Oh, sounds like the lad might have finished with the straw. Over there, over there. Ah, he's going to miss out on the brownies. He'll be done too quickly. Sorry if anybody's talking. I'm paying attention to the chocolate because It's chocolate. It's me. So the reason I don't use cooking chocolate is because I don't actually like it. This is really, really rich. Yeah, that is the big problem, is burning chocolate. It's so easy to do. And so therefore, I cook this on actually quite a low heat for a long time, rather than what it says. I'll really turn it down a little bit. Turn it down by probably about 10% of what it says to cook it at. Oh, hi, Rach. I'm just making brownies out of chocolate cake mix, which I've never done before. So what I did is 2 chocolate cake mix packets, because they didn't have all the ingredients for me to make brownies from scratch. And they also didn't have brownie mix. This is the only one they have in the shop. I guess this is probably obviously the most popular in the village. So it's the only cake mix they stock, which funny enough is chocolate cake. Says a lot for where we are. Something I heard on the radio today, one thing they're starting in some parts of Scotland, is that on a Friday, if you go to a library, you can take your dog with you and it's allowed in the library. Obviously, if it's a nuisance, it gets kicked out. So it can't be barking lots. Obviously, if it makes a mess, you clean it up. Yeah. Right, now, it's getting cold, you need the chocolate. Yeah, you're right. See this last piece? That's for the cook. Oh. There we go. Ah! That's what I'm going to do now. Sort of gently mix that in. I could take Gonzo in, but I couldn't take Obi, because if you ask Obi to sit still, he whines. He does not shut up. He whinges. You know that really high pitch? That's what he does. All the time. If he's somewhere new, or if he's in a car, or there's somebody here and he's not allowed in the same room as them. Hello, geese. Geese are all outside. Kitchen window. I've got to wash my hands. Hello. You want brownies? I can give you some of the apple and pear cake that I cooked last week. There's a bit left of that. Give you some of that, give it. Right. Has that lad gone, or is he still here? Oh no, it's still here. He hasn't finished with the straw yet. Put your rubbish away, straight away. Otherwise I shall moans. Right. What tray? The tray I had planned to put all of this in, it's not going to fit. So I am going to have to put it in one of my baking trays. Yeah. Line that with foil. Cleaning foil. Yeah. You see, I was not ready for this. I was going to use my little, my usual cake tin. It's got a proper lift out base on it and everything. But this is too much. This is not going to fit in there. So I'm just going to put foil in a baking tray. And do it that way. going that way up. I was told once I'd put foil in the wrong way around. I don't know which was the right way around, so I just left it. I can't remember which is supposed to be the right way and which is the wrong way. But the reason I put foil in, even if I'm not using an old baking tray, which is usually gets like things from the oven, roasts and stuff. So I wouldn't use that without the foil anyway, because it's like old meat and stuff, or probably years worth of baking on that. So it's not spotless. I would do foil anyway because it makes it easier then to lift it out. Look at that. Oh, that is so thick. That is fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh, I'll show you if I'd have cooked it. Alright, here's the farmer. Back in a minute. All there?
It's 200.
Oh, I know what I did. Thanks for that. I forgot I got 200 out. I got 30 was here. Oh. So I got the 200 out of the bag. Remember I had 30 here and that's got to put them together.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
We'll hope the weather bites a bit better. It's supposed to be dry this last few days. It's nothing but rain.
Yeah, I know.
Today was supposed to be fine.
Poor goats.
Where's the dusting? It's just lush.
Horrible. My poor goats have come in.
Oh.
Goats not waterful. Goats are stupid. Don't get goats. What animals do you have?
Sheep and cattle.
Sheep and cattle. What sheep do you have?
Mixture of chiggates and warbles. We just ain't one got his warbles like, so just keep it like there.
Not tasty. If you end up with like pet lambs that you haven't got time to feed and stuff, and they want a home, let me know and I'll just come and pick them up.
Alright, that's good.
Most of these, my husband won't let me see them. So I weave, so I need a flea set.
Oh, well,
We
that's
just
good.
collect sheep. So, yeah, if you know anybody wants something that's their pet, their favourite, they don't want it to go for me. I'm your favourite. I've got a YouTube channel, I get to watch it now.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, so if you get any pet lambs and you haven't got time to deal with them, give me a shout and I can just come pick them up. I ended up with about 6 last year. That local farmer was just going, I haven't got time, I've got money, I've got staff. Yeah, I did. No, one of them cost me about £800 vet bills and then died.
Sheep things either escape or die, I've noticed.
The next day, one of our best took just died.
Yeah.
We did post-mortem and the vet said, of them being dead, he's in excellent condition. So his less perfect brother gets to play this year at least. Anyway, thank you very much. Dogs in! Dogs! Obi! In! Up! In! 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 Get in! Oh! Sorry guys. Anyway, right, back. Anyway, yes, that was a young lad. He's got sheep and cows. So I was just saying to him, if he gets any pet lambs, they call them, anything that needs bottle feeding and he hasn't got time, whatever, I said, let me know. We'll take it on. So, yeah, I've been asked to take on quite a few sheep recently, and we said yes to everything. So at the moment, we've still got space. So it's people who don't want their sheep to go for meat, but they can't keep them for various reasons. That was a piece of goose egg shell. So that is that. And then this goes in the oven. Probably in the oven though for about 40 minutes, so it'll be a bit boring. Showing you all that. But look at that. I'll get to lick the bowl out. Oh, look at my hands. Wash my hands. Hello, goosies! The geese are really funny because they just sit on the wall outside the kitchen and they just stare at me through the kitchen window. So, this then goes, the oven's hot. This then goes in the oven. I need to move this around. Sorry about the noise. I'm a very noisy person. I'm a very messy person. Now, what I will do later is show you how I finish that off. This might make a noise. No, it hasn't. Oh, yes it is. So, let's check what it says on here. Hi. I didn't read that. It's quite hi goats on a hill. Jen, it's quite big actually. It's that's a roasting tin. That's about that big. And it's about that deep and it's gonna get deeper. Hopefully when it's cooked. Oh yeah. Completely forgot then where my things went. So what does this say? Bake in the centre of the oven 23 to 25 minutes. 23 to 28 minutes. I'll check this in half an hour. So it's 10 past 1, so 20 to 2, so 1:40. I will check that. Thank you, Goats on the Hill. This is really, hold on. Oh, is that your wings? Fair enough. I'm making brownies from chocolate cake mix, so I don't actually know if it's going to work. Yeah. But, so in it, follow the instructions. It's not quite as they say. So 1 pack said 3 eggs, and I had 2 packs. So you think 6 eggs. You don't ever put 6 eggs in. You don't double, just because you have double the mix, you don't double everything else. It works best if you don't quite double it. So I put 1 goose egg and 1 chicken egg in. You're missing this, Jen. And also the oil, way too much oil that was. I put 40 mil less oil than it said. Hey Karen. Oh wow! Well, thank you for joining at 1:30 a.m. Glad you joined. I'm making brownies from cake mix. So I reduced the amount of the extras that you add to the cake mix because I doubled it. Also, I want a slightly thicker cake because these are going to be brownies, not cake. Sort of. And then what I did was I got a 200-gram bar of Galaxy chocolate, about that big. Chopped it up, but I didn't finely chop it. I left quite chunks about that size. Then I put them in it. So it's gone in the oven now. Got to look at what temperature. What temperature? 180. Yep. So anyway, it's gone in the oven. And see what happens. You see? There it is. Whoa. See? Rising already. Highland Cruise! So, leave that for half an hour. It says the whole thing will cook in 23 to 28 minutes. It won't, because there's double the amount. And also I'm not cooking it in a cake tin. It's being cooked separately, differently. And then what I'm going to do, I'll tell you now in case I don't get around to sharing it. What I then do, I get Nutella. Now I put this, it's glass, I put this in a pan with hot water. It melts. And then once it's melted, because our kitchen's really quite cold because it's a proper old house, so north facing kitchen to keep it cold. There you go. You can have a look at my geese. You make them out? A bit bright out there. And then what I do when I've got the Nutella melted is you pick it up with a spoon and I dribble it over the top. Oh. Now I haven't been able to make the brownies with the usual stuff that I'd used to make them because they didn't have it all in the shop, so I couldn't do it. So I've had to guess. I've used chocolate cake mix. And my eye's looking better. I've used chocolate cake mix. It might not work. It might, but it might not. I don't know. I'm going to find out. It's an experiment. It's good fun. I often do experiments when cooking. What? Geese? I thought Danny would have been back by now. He's obviously giving the brownies time to cook. So let's go take a walk. Asher. Oh, he's asleep. I'll leave him. Let's go take a walk and see what 17 bales of straw looks like. Yeah, diet. Well, in theory, this is for the guy who's cleaning out my barns. And as I haven't made them before since being up here, it may go in, may not work properly. Curly's having a snooze. So let's go see my bales of straw. Hopefully, Danny's going to be bringing a tractor. He's obviously got off to do something else. But hopefully Danny's bringing a tractor with a loader, which I didn't know he'd have to do. So he could actually stack these bales for me. But I didn't know he'd have to do it, so I didn't ask him. So he's probably not coming up with a tractor he can do that with. Oh well. And if you didn't see the posts, we have a new horse here called Enya. What? Geese. And she arrived yesterday. She left the south, pretty much the south coast of England on Tuesday. She stayed over in Newmarket Tuesday night. She stayed in Kelso, Scotland Wednesday night, and she was delivered up here yesterday. Her name is Enya. She's black and she's beautiful. She's very big. She's only a year old and she's already taller than me at the shoulder. So she's going to be a big girl. She had a bit of a sad backstory to her. Yes, Jen. She has a bit of a sad backstory where her owner died, and the husband had no idea how many horses his wife owned, which, to be honest, is probably going to happen with me. There you go. Big bales of straw. Should be 17. See if we can count them. Takes up a lot of room when they're stacked like this. I asked him not to put them here because the rain gets in this tiny little gap there. Oh, look. Pheasants. Feathers. Oh, no. They're thistles. They're thistles when they turn to fluff. Spiky things are really annoying. getting your animal's hair, in your horse's manes and things, and you match it all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yay, good lad. So no, you don't normally stack bales like this. You normally have them up on the end. So this bit on the bottom. You'd normally stack them. In this barn, I think you can get 3 high. Yeah, you can do 3 high here, but you want to see how tall these bales are. The big round bales. They're over 4 foot. Oh, it's my little robin friend. Hi, robin friend. Hi, robin. Where are you gone? There's a little robin. Isn't he lovely? Oh, bye. You off? Oh, yes, you're very pretty. Very pretty. So this is barley straw, because around here, all the distilleries, of course, with all the distilleries, barley is grown obviously a lot because it's used for the making of whiskey. And this is lovely. Barley straw, it doesn't really smell. It's not like hay. You stick your head in, go. You can. There is a smell to it, but it's not as much as hay. Yeah. I was hoping Danny would be here by now. I could show you Danny's big machine. Yeah. Anyway, that's that really. That's boring life. Animal feed and bedding. That is. I'm going to get some hay anyway. But the bedding, straw obviously is used for bedding. My horses will eat that instead of hay. So that's what they're getting. And given that last winter they only went through 2 bales of hay, I'm not paying out for hay that's like 4 times the price of that when they can eat that. I will get some hay, just probably not as much as people would think. So all these barns need cleaning out. Come on, Danny. I'm going to head off and look for a photo later. I'll let you know if the brownies worked. Thank you for joining me for my random cooking. Just have a look at the view before you go. Beautiful. Bye, everybody.